Right now, though, a special treat. Again, we have a live studio audience. I've done a talk show for 7 years. I've never had the opportunity to do this. What I want to do is introduce our next guest and do so with a big round of applause from the live studio audience. Maybe we can get some videotape rolling and put the whole package together as we welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen, IndyCar star Ryan Hunter-Reay. Make noise, make it loud. Let's see video. Here comes Ryan. Well, maybe that's the email again. Who knows? Look, it's just like the real TV show. Ryan Hunter-Reay, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, man, welcome.
What's up, guys?
Sit down, make yourself comfortable. Nice to have you here.
Thanks for having me on.
You are, until Danica's story, you are the subject of the rumor mill. It's buzzing hot and heavy. All kinds of talk about what Ryan Hunter-Reay is going to be doing this year. We love to try to get to the truth behind the rumor. What's the truth about your 2010 season?
Well, things are heating up lately. I mean, it's been an exciting time in IndyCar with IZOD coming on as the title sponsorship, and Andretti Autosport now, and Michael has the sole ownership of the team. So he's really looking forward to next year, getting back on the top step of the podium, winning some races. And I've been talking to him for a little while now, and they've really been interested in having me over there, and things are kind of moving in that direction. And hopefully we'll have an announcement soon. We were hoping to have it by now, but it's.
But you're holding out for more money?
It's a work in progress right now, but yeah, it's an exciting time, and I'm really pushing and working hard to get that done.
What would you say?
You had actually worked for Foyt. How long did you do that?
I raced for AJ for probably 5 months last year, just this past season. I learned a lot about myself, and I learned a lot about racing. And he's it's awesome. It's awesome to learn from and take advice from a legend like that, because there is no one like AJ.
Can you give me odds that this deal is going to get done, or would you rather not answer that question?
Odds? Well, I can never really count the chickens before they hatch. So I think it's everybody wants it to happen. They love to have me there. I'd love to be there. It's a usual, work in progress. So.
Have you fully thought this through? Do you know what the real significance of this would be? You would be Danica Patrick's teammate.
I didn't see it quite that way. I looked at it as a team that's won more races than anybody else in the IndyCar, or tied for it at least.
But in all seriousness, not lately. I mean, last year was a terrible season for that team. What's going on there? What can you tell us? I mean, never mind your deal or pending deal with them, the deal you're trying to make with them. Just looking at it as an IndyCar driver, here's a great team that didn't perform. What's the scoop?
Yeah, that's why it's such a great time to be at Andretti if that were to happen. I mean, it would be. Right now, they feel like they've kind of been knocked back, and they're on their back foot, and they're really gearing up to make that charge. But IndyCar in general is going to be more competitive than it really has ever been. And Penske's going to 3 cars next year. Ganassi might be going to 3 cars. Andretti's going to be 4 cars, and we've got cars adding to the mix now. Newman Haas is going to be 3 cars. I mean, this is a big time series. And then with IZOD, which is pretty much PVH, the parent company, is more a marketing company than anything else, and they're really going to bring IndyCar and open wheel racing in America into the mainstream. So
you get IZOD involved, and then they become the series sponsor. Does that mean that basically they ripped off the IRL, ripped off your sponsor, or how did that all work out?
I think in the end it'll definitely take away from my racing program, but it's good for open wheel racing. This is the first title sponsor, really the first title sponsor that open wheel racing has had, let alone IndyCar, IRL. It's the first title sponsor they've had since probably FedEx, the FedEx kart days. Yeah. So this is a big deal for us, and we've all been really waiting for this. It's going to bring the drivers and the characters to the mainstream and kind of out of that motorsports bubble. So we're all really looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to hopefully having some of the best equipment I've ever been in and some continuity. But we're working on that every day.
How many full-time cars are they possibly looking at with this series?
Last year full-time was usually about 23 to 24. This year we're hoping to get about 26 full-time. But with these cars, with these teams, like I said about Penske, Ganassi, Newman Haas, all adding cars, the competition, it's actually going to be a big deal to get a top 10 every weekend. So I think we're looking anywhere from 25 to 30.
Let's talk about your next race, which is tonight, actually, I believe. Robin Miller is a big bettor, big gambler, and I'm curious if I called him up after the show and took you against the field in the kart race tonight, how much money should I put down on a bet like that? How's your confidence level?
Oh, my confidence is high, assuming I've never met the team, but it'll be a lot of fun. You can really, if you tried to make a better lineup of names and drivers, it'd be hard to do so. I mean, this is awesome. It's kind of like everybody from around racing, NASCAR drivers, open wheel drivers. There's drag racers in there. I mean, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I mean, we're really looking forward to it. And if it's in the rain, it might not be good for attendance watching, but I'd sure enjoy that. That'd be great.
Fun for the drivers.
Yeah.
Why don't you ask if you've ever driven a late model?
Have you driven any stock cars at all?
I have. In 2006, I went and drove super late models in Irwindale, and I did some testing
Look,
with
it's
GM.
a late model.
And
Yeah,
I'll tell you, the
daytime.
most fun I've had was doing a test with GM in one of these super late model dirt cars at North Georgia Speedway. I had a blast. I mean, my cheeks hurt when I got out of the car. I was smiling. It was so much fun. 1,000 horsepower on dirt was an unreal.
Yeah, I ran an IndyCar a couple times. My ass cheeks hurt from. I didn't see nothing good coming from that. Yeah. Wasn't from smiling, I guarantee.
You won a couple times in Champ Car back before that series went away and the IRL took over. You won in the what is now officially the IndyCar series. Didn't you lead every lap at Michigan? I know you
Milwaukee.
killed, or I mean at Milwaukee. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you killed him. Did you literally lead every lap?
Yep, led every lap.
And then won at Watkins Glen. And I'm curious, I got that backwards. That was your first IndyCar win. The Milwaukee win would have been in the kart car. But the point of the question is, one win versus another, road course versus oval. I mean, was this of particular significance to you to win your first win in an official IRL race?
Yeah, it was, just because, you know, there was a bit of a downtime there between Champ Car and IndyCar, and it was kind of resurgence in my career. Ray Hall hadn't been in the winner's circle since probably, I forget what it was, 2004. So it was their first time back, and it was my first day on the job with IZOD, really. And they had a big billboard up in Times Square, 90-foot billboard that said, "I am next." So they're basically calling it, put a lot of pressure on me and the team, and we pulled it off. So it was a special time. It really worked out for the best. And I think that kind of, you know, IZOD got the bug from there. They really felt like they had a horse in the race, and that has just grown so much, and for the better of open wheel racing.
We appreciate your contribution to that effort, getting that new money into the sport. We wish you great luck with this deal that we keep hearing might be in the future. And regardless of how that goes, good luck tonight in the kart race. We appreciate you being here this morning.
Thanks a lot, guys. It was great being on.
Now watch this. How about a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Ryan Hunter-Reay. Thank you very much, man. Go have fun today.
Thank you.